Welcome to today's video. First of all, I hope you had a wonderful Memorial weekend and you had a lot of fun with your friends and family. I'm going to be talking a little bit about what is going on in the market. It seems that we take a couple steps forward and then we take a couple steps back. So interest rates were dropping and now interest rates are going up again. This time, the culprit is the market. The bond auction actually has been worse than what people thought. So that has created a sell-off of bonds. Therefore, it has increased the mortgage interest rates. But I believe that little by little, we're going to be gaining ground in interest rates, and the interest rates are going to get lower than what they have been in the last couple 6 months. As a matter of fact, some of you might remember that sometime between March and April, interest rates were very close to 8%. Right now, they're gyrating in the mid sevens and low sevens. A lot of times people ask me, hey, Ricardo, what are some good tools for me to know where interest rates are at? My favorite one is Google. Google is just an aggregator of data, so they have really no interest in the market. They just tell you the numbers as they are, and basically what they do is they grab all this information from different closings and people that are locking their rates, and it will tell you what is the average interest rate depending on the loan that you're going to be using, at the rate that you actually at the score mid score that you have for your credit, and the purchase price that you're going to be buying, and it will tell you by your state. And then if you look at on the top, it will tell you what date they're using. Most of the time is the day before. So all you have to do is go to your Google Chrome and type in mortgage rates, just that. And once you click enter, you're going to have a graph that is going to give you all this information that you can play with, so you can see what would be the average interest rate. I usually take out adjustable rate mortgages. You will see like a 10.6 and probably a 7.1. I take those out and I just put the FHA. So you will have a 30-year conventional and a 30-year FHA, and it will tell you what the average interest rate is. There's a magazine out there, online magazine called Mortgage News. If you type in mortgage rates on Google Chrome as well, there's a big possibility that probably below the graph that you're going to get is going to be this magazine. And the rates are going to be a little bit lower than what Google gives you, but they're going to be pretty close to the same. But the reason why sometimes people ask me is because sometimes when we quote rates seem to be much higher than the rates that they're being quoted. And the reason being is that a lot of times you have people that have what they call teaser rates, right? So they're telling you that the interest rate is much lower. That way they can capture your business, but then the numbers change. And obviously that's kind of like the excuse that people use as well. The market change. Interest rates change hourly. Interest rates change daily. So if you want to do kind of like your own homework, that'd be a way to do it. Now, if you want to go deeper into that, you can go to banks, right? Look at what Wells Fargo is doing. Look at what Quicken is doing. Look at what New American Funding is doing. And you can do that by just typing in Google the same thing, Wells Fargo rates today. And then you go and look into their mortgage rates, and it will give you kind of like a number of different type of loans that they're offering. Just type in the 30-year FHA or the 30-year conventional, and it's going to open a new site, and there is going to give you some of the information that they're using. For example, all of their loans are priced on a 25% down payment with a 740 FICO score. And it will tell you that the loan amount is about 200,000 or something like that. So when you divide the cost, it will tell you, well, if you're getting 25% down payment, is going to cost you 3 points, 4 points, or whatever in order to get this interest rate. And then you can start seeing that there is actually some truth to what Google is saying or what Mortgage News is saying. So if you have a lender that is giving you rates that are way below where we at or where everyone is at, even your bank, for example, then you have some information that you can ask some good questions as to how they're getting there. And that way you know if you're actually getting a good deal or not. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to call me or text me at 480-542-8890, and I'll be talking to you next week.